Have you ever wondered what it is that differentiates successful people from those who aren't as successful? Hi, I'm Barbara Ann Shepherd, your personal mastery and accountability coach. And it's the edge, their edge. It's a success edge. And the thing is, it's right in front of us. I've been reading The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and it is so simple and it's been in front of us all along. We're all staring at the edge that will get us our dreams, that will make us successful, be abundant, prosperous, and have great relationships. And it's very easy to do, and it's very easy not to do. And that's why most people don't use it. And I have to say, I've been extremely guilty of this. Extremely. I didn't realize what it was. I kind of grasped the concept in different ways. And if you are a follower of Darren Hardy, you've kind of been following the slight edge because he actually learned it from Jeff Olson. He actually talks about Darren Hardy in his book. And speaking of books, they can give you a slight edge as well. I came across a statistic this week that kind of shocked me. I mean, I knew it was high, but I didn't realize it was this high. 58 to 59% of people, once they've graduated from college, never read another book. Now think about that. In the billions of people on this planet, way over half never read another book. They stop learning. They stop growing. I mean, yes, we still have everyday experiences. We still have those types, but they don't sit down and use that slight edge. And I wanted to do something different because I love to read. If you've been following me for any length of time, you may have heard me say that I've read somewhere between 7,500 and 10,000 books. Yes, I have over the last probably 35 to 40 years, somewhere in there. So you can do it. And the last few weeks, I've been talking about these baby steps and taking different actions that we can do every day. So if you haven't watched them, go back and look at them, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn here. Go ahead and take a look. But baby steps is what get us there. It just takes us reading 1 to 10 pages a day for us to compound that interest. We're not going to notice anything the first week. Second week, you might start thinking things differently. The third, the fourth, 6 months later, all of a sudden you're like, wow. And it doesn't happen just in one area. It goes out into other areas. And so I'm deciding to take my love of reading, that passion that I have for personal growth and mastery and success and abundance, and I'm starting my own book club. And of course, the very first book will be The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, because I think that is something we really need to touch on. And most people do it without realizing what it is. So imagine if you could take it, learn it, master it, just like we did when we were kids, how much farther you can go instead of just inadvertently doing it. When we're consciously aware of what we're doing, we perform better. I know for me, my mantra here lately has become, it's easy to do or it's easy not to do. Which one am I choosing today? And let me just tell you, each day I'm doing better. I'm doing things that I have put off because it was easy not to do it in that moment, or it was easy to say, I'll get to it later. And now I'm realizing that I was hurting myself. I was responsible for it. I'm the only one that can be in charge of my own life. So as you're rolling through this week and you're looking at the weekend, take a moment, take that conscious awareness and look at areas of your life that you can look back and you can go, oh my gosh, stuff was going right. And you can look at that period and look within it and go, oh, that's what I was doing. I was doing the easy stuff all the time, even when it didn't feel like it was that easy or times were tough. But yet you still seem to come out smelling like roses, right? It was that slight edge, that little bit of growth every single day on the positive side. And it compounds over time. And that's what I want for you. And that's how the Graceful Warrior's Edge book club came about. It's that edge to our grace, to our unleashing our inner warrior, to go past where we are, past the victimhood, past the traumas, past everything, and live in this moment and become better every day, just like Darren Hardy says. Though I think for us as graceful warriors, we hone that edge every day. And yes, I totally understand that some days, as long as just one day here and there, that things happen and we might miss a step or two. Though it's getting back on and realizing that as long as we only take that one day out of 30, and we realize we've got 29 positives, then we're doing really well. It's when the balance starts getting to half and half that we negate that edge. Or of course, if it's more towards the, we didn't do it 29 days and we only did it once, we're on the failing side, right? So this is where I want to help you get that growth. It doesn't have to be difficult. It can be those baby steps. As he talks about it in his book, and he says, you know, if you only read 10 pages a day, Monday through Friday, 250 days out of the year, you'll still have read over 10 books. 10 books. Now imagine that you can eventually, maybe you're reading 2 books at a time. I'm reading 4. And you realize that those chapters each day. So sometimes I'm reading more than 10 pages. Though it's still one of those things that exponential growth is an amazing thing. And it doesn't have to be in one big bite. You can take little baby steps, little bites along, and you get into that habit. I know when I don't do my reading, it is not a good thing. I feel weird. I don't feel energized and motivated like I normally do. So run to join the Graceful Warriors Edge book club. We are starting June 1st with The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And I am excited and looking forward to seeing you teach me just as much as I teach you. All right. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday.